Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. Guys, are you ready for a beefer?
No.
Too bad. This video's 52 plus minutes because it's the, semi-climax. It's the first climax of the game. So a lot's gonna happen.
We're gonna climax all over.
How many climaxes are we gonna climax?
I was gonna say, I think Landon's gonna do the opposite of climax. I think his PP is gonna go inward.
I'm gonna suck up a bunch of cum.
God. It's like a vacuum. I'm just trying out the limit form now that I have access to it, and I haven't really been able to use too much. I think I tried it out, briefly in a couple of the last parts, but now I've really had a chance to show it off. This fight here is actually mandatory. It's kind of hard to tell because of the menu, but it is red. You have to fight through this because of the barrier, so have at it.
But I don't wanna.
Well, it's a good thing you're not doing it.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're not doing it. I get to do it. You'll see Sora really likes to make use of vicinity break and mobs like these. I fucking hate the dancer nobodies, though. If you hit them at the wrong time, when they're surfing around like that, they will just counter you. And sometimes they go right into it as you're approaching them mid-animation for your attacks. So that's cool.
That's badass.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, wahaha.
So I recommend, if you can, just kind of mostly resorting to aerial combos a little bit off the ground so that you can still hit them with your hitboxes, but it's also going to be less likely that they can quickly interrupt your attacks.
Ooh, wah.
There we go. This area of the game is also infamous for being a huge experience well. You're gonna level up a lot.
Yep. That's a bunch of rocks.
That is indeed a bunch of rocks.
That is, in fact, shit rock.
But yeah, no, that was actually an area that was originally not destroyed earlier in the game that is now just blown the fuck wide open. It's the March of the Heartless. Look at all of them go.
Look at all these Eggman's robots.
We are going to kill literally all of them.
What's that one's name?
Bob.
And that one?
Greg.
Rip, Bob, and Reg. And Oofy. And Lareth.
Lareth?
Yeah, Oofy and Lareth.
It's female Larry. Guys, it's Stitch.
Stitch! What's a good character
his
doing in this
laser
video
gun.
game?
Yay, they defeated one whole Heartless with the power of teamwork.
Good job.
Why aren't they the main characters? They could take care of this.
That really
they're the main characters of their own game.
That really necessitated a jumping high five.
Oh my god, it's the pretty edgy boys. They're teaming up.
They should just make out. You heard me.
They're kind of busy in the middle of something. Maybe after, though. I don't think the Heartless are going to stop to watch their makeout session. Oh boy.
Make it a threesome.
Sure, why not? I'm sure Leon would oblige.
I understand that you've been looking for me.
Yeah. Once I get rid of you, the darkness will go away.
That's not how that works, Cloud.
That darkness comes from your own dark memories.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Past.
Huh?
Shut up!
Shut up!
Face it. You turn your back on the present and live in the past.
Give him the raspberry cloud.
Because the light of the present is too much.
You don't know me!
You don't know my name.
That's right, folks. We did it. Oh, fuck, I fucked that up. Wow! I hate how vague those two are when they talk to each other. Like, they're clearly referencing the plot of Final Fantasy VII without giving literally anything away. Like, when I played this game, it didn't really dawn on me that it was doing that because I just barely played Final Fantasy VII at the time. But looking back, it's like, shit. I mean, they were kind of referencing the game. They didn't say anything of importance.
Okay, fellas, you've got to find Riku and
My
Kairi.
favorite character
But
from
Leon
Final
and the
Fantasy
others are
VII.
friends too.
Mickey
Don't
Mouse.
worry, there's already lots of help here. We'll take care of this fight.
But I promised Leon.
Donald, Goofy, take Sora and get going.
Riku, Kairi.
That's an
give me a
abuse of
little time,
power.
okay?
We understand. We'll go search for Riku and
Man,
Kairi.
Mickey makes a great supervisor, just standing there watching everything, looking
Yeah.
around.
He sure is watching those rocks.
He really is.
It's a
You're
This is
coming
why
with
he
us
gets the
whether
big
you want
bucks.
to or not.
He's the best rock watcher and all of... What the fuck was that wink, Donald? Fuck you.
We're not being good.
Well, then skedaddle.
What did he say? He just...
I'll fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be saying "I love you," but you know,
Why
we
didn't
can't have that being said in a Kingdom Hearts game. So
Why
I'm
Why
sorry,
not?
Your Majesty.
Also, why include that at all if you're not just gonna have him say it? The fuck?
blame it on Disney. It's all Disney's fault.
Sora knows that he can't say it in front of the mouse. Mickey
Yeah.
says no homos in my game.
But no, it was probably just he didn't. I mean, it's probably also because Kingdom Hearts and they're not, you know, it's a Disney game. But the fact that he didn't say it was because if he said it out loud in front of Mickey, yeah, like that would have given away that they had like a plot. This is an exclusive cutscene for Final Mix. This was not in the original game.
Type in those passwords. Shadowy figure.
Sora, Donald, Goofy. What a shitty password.
You guys want a major spoiler?
Sure.
You know how he put in the word another before he started typing the passwords in?
No.
If you rearrange the letters another and put an X in it, you get Xehanort.
I don't get
You
it.
get Zanother.
Another.
Another.
Oh. Oh, Freaku.
I mean, technically, if you put those letters into like a random generator, you could feasibly get the same order. Why not? Oh god, I love this cutscene coming up. And by love, I mean it is so stupid.
I can't wait.
I hope you're ready to watch this guy walk for a really long time.
This
No.
looks like a room. This looks like a room from Sonic Riders Zero Gravity.
You see that spiral? He's gonna walk down almost that entire spiral.
Why?
Are you fucking kidding me? This is like the ladder from Snake Eater, but stupid.
Yup. I'm not kidding you. And the funny thing is like, I don't remember watching this the first time I played the Final Mix version on the PS3. So
okay,
when
that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
But yeah, but when I played it and like he starts walking down, oh no, he's still walking. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's it? That was just a bunch of cheap walk cycles.
Thank you, SpongeBob.
Master Ansem, regarding the experiment I presented the other day, with your permission, I'd like to proceed.
I forbid it! Forget this talk of doors and the heart of all worlds. That place must not be defiled.
But Master Ansem, I've been thinking...
They are not. Those thoughts are best forgotten.
Why did Xehanort sound like Trongai?
All these cool areas and we don't get to explore any of it. Also, to answer your question, I don't know.
It has been far too long, friend.
There's a Keyblade.
And also a bunch of armor, which
That's a
ties
dick and
into
balls.
a future game.
Is it one that you can find on twitch.com/gaming stooges?
I hope
Not
so.
yet, but there will be when I get to it.
Zaxian! Zaxian!
Zamazenta!
Right here. What is it?
Where is Lord Zeus?
God damn
His
it.
usual spot?
The Chamber of Repose?
Yes. Go and see for yourself.
That isn't funny! I suppose I have no choice but to wait. But the clock is ticking. Time is running out.
God, that reminds me of a
Why is he never
there's like a
around when I need
billboard
him?
close to where I live for like the local hospital that shows like recently birthed baby names.
Ooh.
And there was one I'm gonna copy and paste it.
I think eavesdropping
Just
is
the
intrusive.
first name
Why
though
are you even here? You
to
and Zaldan were
the
tasked to
spoilers
recruit
because
new members.
it
Go
just
join
looks
our
like a-
Discord.
Join our Discord. It just
We
looks
have a
like
link in every description.
It just looks like a Kingdom Hearts name.
I'll have you know, I found one just yesterday. Mar something. That puts the organization's count at 11. And since I've been working,
Oh my god, it does.
I had Lexius
Yeah.
take my place for the day. I want to rest up for tomorrow, so I can wake up feeling nice and refreshed.
I feel bad for that kid
Is that
10 years
so?
from now.
Well then,
Yeah.
I will leave you to it. I have work to catch up.
He's
What a
gonna be
fucking-
in school and they're gonna be like, "Are you from Kingdom Hearts?"
Hopefully no one knows
Don't
what
be
Kingdom
like
Hearts is
that.
by then.
Come on, stay.
They probably will because
Isn't it time
they're
you
opening
told
like a
me
whole
about
new fucking
Samus's
saga for the franchise, so like it's gonna still be a thing.
Why?
They're literally working on Kingdom Hearts 4 as we speak.
Why?
Bunch of warriors
Because it's
with
popular,
shaped
Landon.
swords appeared and unleashed
And because
some
they
captive
decided
battle.
they wanted to tell
And
a
when it
story
was
that
all over,
requires like 20 fucking
all that was
games.
left was a man
I already
lying
have a series for
unconscious
that.
with
Thanks.
those
I don't need a second one.
Zemnis.
Oh, I'm not trying to sell you to try to
I mean,
pick it up. I know you're not going to
was
touch
found
it.
by Ansem
That's
right
why I'm
around
playing it.
then, wasn't he?
Your point?
The Chamber of Repose. If you recall, that's where we spent our time researching the darkness that resides within people's hearts.
This is just kind of like extra background information on like some of the stuff the organization's doing.
First thing Zemnis
A lot of
did
it doesn't
when he
mean a
got
whole
rid of
lot
was
right
to
now,
under
but
the
it'll
seal
come into play
build a
later.
room in the back. Ever since then, he holds himself up in that room when he can and he talks to someone. But who?
Me.
For all I know, he's the only one in that room.
Are they still talking? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Need I repeat myself about eavesdropping?
Not eavesdropping. Couldn't hear what they were saying.
Admittedly, some of the cutscenes that were added in Final Mix like this, it's clear that the only purpose for them is to build up into stuff like Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance and stuff that came after, because watching it within the context of just Kingdom Hearts 2 means jack fucking shit.
Now, when you say that when you said earlier that this cutscene was exclusive to Final Mix, is that everything from putting in the passwords up to this point, or was it just putting in the passwords?
All of this so far.
Oh, okay.
From putting in the passwords. Literally none of this is in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. After I'll let you know when we pick back up from where like we're actually supposed to be in the base Kingdom Hearts 2 when we get there.
It was constructed by someone other than Xemnas himself, and that's where he'll find it.
In the Tron world.
That's
it was made by Tron guy.
Friend.
I've cracked the riddle. Thanks, Organization 13. Who is this guy? Why does he have no face?
He doesn't have a face because the organization members, we're about to come back to where we left off in the base game. He doesn't have a face because anytime there's an organization member we haven't met yet, they'll keep their hood on until their, big reveal, which honestly doesn't mean anything when they reveal themselves. It's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, most of them we haven't seen before.
Exactly.
What the fuck was that reaction?
Who's that?
You shouldn't judge anyone by appearance.
His haircut is awful.
I wonder. I don't remember if you made a comment about his hair when we first met him back in Olympus Coliseum.
Who is this kook?
You probably did.
Who's this broad?
Who's this broad?
Right. No hearts.
And apparently no taste.
Have hearts. Don't be mad.
His head looks like a dish scrubber.
Silence, traitor.
You guys ready for a boss fight?
The fucking look that Sora gave him, he was like, ugh.
What?
It's time to finally fight our first member of the organization in this game. And it's Demyx, because Demyx is a coward and wanted to avoid fighting us this whole time. The gimmick of this fight is he's going to summon a bunch of water bodies, and we get a time limit. They are weak to fire, so you can use fire magic, or you can also attack them once, and when they take on the form of a note, you can use the reaction command Wild Dance to kill a bunch of them at once. If you ever fail any of these sequences, it is an auto loss.
Hell
so
yeah.
You have to be quick on your feet.
Why are the water forms weak to fire?
It's just because of the limited element triangle in this game. It
turns it into steam.
It's kind of similar to like Final Fantasy X, where like fire and ice are like both effective against each other. Likewise, water and thunder, because that's all the elements they had. Demyx has like a little over 4 bars of health. He has almost nothing on his 5th bar. Get a cool little reaction command if you get him into a certain animation and like counterattack at the same time. I made him look really easy in this fight, but he's actually kind of hard. He's a little bit easier in Final Mix because you have access to a few other tools like Limit Form, but between the fact that he can do these water forms kind of randomly, like he does it at a few thresholds, but he'll ultimately only do them like kind of randomly. He does it like probably 2 or 3 times on average a fight, but he can do it like a 4th or 5th time if you're taking too long to kill him. But yeah, it's pretty tricky, especially because he's the first organization boss, so you're the first. It's going to be the first fight with major gimmicks, and the concept of revenge values, which is pretty intrinsic to Kingdom Hearts boss fights going forward, where if you attack them too many times, they will automatically counterattack with certain attacks. That really comes into play here. But It's a pretty fun fight. I do remember back in the day I used to get my ass kicked by him, but he's not too bad. I am playing on normal. If this was proud mode, he'd probably be kicking my ass. I did lose like once, I think, to him when I was recording this, but it was because of the goddamn forms, or the water form bodies or whatever. Because, Jesus, fuck those parts. And as with most Kingdom Hearts boss fights, they start piling on attacks faster and faster the further into the fight you get, so be a little tricky.
You beat his ass.
I wanted to finish him with Master Form. And fittingly, we get an upgrade to our Blizzard magic from beating him.
Oh, no way!
Oh, man.
And he's dead.
Anyone from the organization who'd like to be next?
Hey, Sora! You're not antagonize him.
Yeah, we gotta
But
go
they're
help
the
our farms out
antagonists,
first.
Donald.
They're the bad guys.
Sorry.
We gots to kill them.
Aha! There you are.
Oh, shit. The next member of the organization for us to murder.
Mickey.
But he's got to have an X in his name.
Zicky.
You
Mixie.
lots of friends to help.
It's Mixie, but just replace like the C with an X.
Hell yeah.
Mixky.
Mixky.
Not to be confused with Mitski.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now just move the M after the K and put the X in the first letter so it's Zickme.
Zickme.
Zickme. And Goofy died.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Goofy's fucking dead.
Lennon, you've seen Hot Fuzz, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene with the fucking spire from the church falling on the dude's head?
Yes.
That's what happened to Goofy just now.
He just got spired.
Yeah.
Goofy?
I thought he was gonna say, "Oh, fuck."
Can't be happening. It can't.
They'll pay for this.
Where were you when Goofy was killed?
And then Goofy stood up and was just
I mean,
like,
I won't lie. My cringe 14-year-old ass when I first played this was like, oh my god, they killed Goofy. I'm going to avenge him.
Hell yeah. That's what you're supposed to.
Oh, I forgot to cut this part, but I went through and just kind of checked my abilities and stuff like that because we are going to get pushed into a series of fights. And even though Donald is like right here with us, he's not actually going to be he's not going to be part of any of the next sequences. It is Sora by himself from here to the end of the video.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Why bother having Donald on screen at all then for this whole part?
It's in his contract. He has to be on screen, otherwise he won't get paid.
I don't want him to be paid.
I'm pretty sure I got the accessory slot from the Demix fight. I forgot if I didn't mention that. I just mentioned the Blizzard thing. But also going to want to stock up your items, make sure you're looking good there. So we're going to get assistance from various Final Fantasy characters.
From Luffy.
So we got Yuffie first, and
Luffy.
Just gonna move straight up the line as we go on.
To
Larif. Dodge roll. Thankfully, because of Final Mix, we still have access to limit form even by ourselves, so that's pretty nice. Because we do not get that in the base game. time for Leon.
Peon.
Leon. Freon Leon.
Freon Leon. Peon Freon Leon.
Where's the Euphoria the Saga world in Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, Cloud, where's the Euphoria of the Saga world?
Where we
when do we get to team up with Bop Louie?
I was about to say.
And then all we do is fight a baby alien.
You know, that wouldn't seem out of place in Kingdom Hearts now, would it?
Not really.
Nothing is out of place in Kingdom Hearts because literally everything is out of place in Kingdom Hearts. Tifa!
Tifa!
Beefa.
Beefa. That's what this video is, huh?
Yeah.
I'm funny.
What a joke.
Man, you should do stand-up.
What a couple of jokers.
They start
fucked up
throwing
that
some
one.
progressively bulkier Heartless as well. We got these spike ball dudes again.
Don't worry, Beefa can just take him out in one shot.
She'll kick them apart. Just like George Washington.
He kicked apart the...
Where's the
Red Ribbon
American
Army.
Revolution world where we team up with George Washington and
No.
single-handedly take down the British?
He kicked the shit out of the Red Ribbon Army. I watched it happen.
Epic.
He'll save children, but not the
Oh yeah, we're
British
teaming
children.
up with Cloud now.
Why haven't we teamed up with Larif?
Because she doesn't actually fight.
What the fuck?
Her combat role was literally just healing Yuffie with Cure and then dipping. Alright, Cloud, you don't gotta be, like, flippy and shit about it.
He wanted to show off and show you his sick backflips.
Yeah.
Well, he has some sick backflips.
He's got them sick
Now what?
flippies.
Are you okay?
No.
Yeah, I'm fine, but
I would be better if Donald was actually doing his fucking job.
Yeah, he kind of
healing me.
And then Goofy stood up.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's almost like Goofy's been alive the whole time.
It's almost like they can't legally kill Goofy.
Of course, Your Majesty. I get bumped
I
on the
guarantee that's like in the fucking contract for like Kingdom Hearts writing that they can't kill off any of the Disney characters.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool though if they just made him fade to dust.
Well, they can't kill the good ones. And the bad ones that quote unquote die can't actually like be shown on screen dying.
Can I make a mini rant about like I hate the trope of in like video games where like a character escapes a near-death experience and then like the people who were mourning their quote unquote loss just beat the shit out of them.
Should we beat the shit out of Goofy?
No, we should beat the shit out of Donald.
We got a nice upgrade to our cure magic while Jack was venting about stuff, which admittedly, no, that's I see that.
Listen, Persona 5 did that too, and that it pissed me off in that game as well.
Why, when they beat off?
Beat off?
Beat off.
When they beat me off.
Yeah.
No wonder the game's rated M.
what's with them?
Alright, Larif, take him out.
I need a voice clip of Goofy saying, "Gorsh, look at all those Eggman's robots."
Oh my god.
That's Sephiroth.
Thank you, Donald.
Organization 13.
Man sex.
Man sex.
You can literally rearrange the letters and that's what you get. I can't take credit for that joke though. There used to be a series on YouTube called the Kingdom Hearts Stupid Files, and it's kind of cringy and bad now looking back, but like that was a thing that they said in those videos. Man sex.
Man sex. I love it.
I'm intrigued by your.
He's got the ice cream.
Let's try ice cream. What flavor is it?
It's the sea salt ice cream.
Sea salt ice cream.
Wow.
But I wanted blueberry.
That's what worries me too.
The doors that appeared, the place the heartless seek.
The tubes behind him look like they have a liquid that's the same type as the fucking ice cream.
It looks like piss. Speaking of piss.
This was, in fact, in the base game, by the way.
Regarding the experiment I presented the other day.
Hey, we heard this already.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how they positioned that cutscene earlier, because it's like, it really, like, the echoing, that should have, that would have made more of an impact if that came after this. The fuck are the people that inserted the cutscenes doing?
Now I remember. Xehanort, Ansem's apprentice. The leader of Organization 13 is Xehanort's nobody.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go get that man sex.
It's funny they show Goofy and Donald backing Sora. This fight we're about to have, we don't get them.
What the fuck?
It's more because of the PS... It's because when this game was originally released back on the PS2, it was already quite a bit on the PS2 hardware to render all of the fucking shit we're about to fight at once. So this is known to by the fanbase as the Battle of 1,000 Heartless. And yes, you will literally kill 1,000 Heartless by the end of this sequence. It's kind of long. You want to make use of your reaction commands that you can get from both of these enemies. The Final Mix version giving us access to Limit Form is very helpful. Make use of Limit Form if you can, especially because using a Dry Form does heal you. So if you're low on health, that's an alternate method to heal. It's just a lot of pummeling, though. A lot of these enemies, their AI is like specially tweaked so they don't like go after you too aggressively. And even though we are fighting 1,000 of them, they're not all gonna be in the actual arena at one time. There's tons and tons of them out on the outsides of the path, and I can't really tell on this version. I think they might have actually just rendered them fully, but on the PS2, the ones on the outside that aren't actually in the fight are kind of like, you know, like how games will render stuff far away as like a 2D flat sprite that looks like the 3D model, and then when you go closer to it, it like actually becomes a 3D model. It's kind of like that. So like, I guess like audience members in various games where like they didn't have the hardware to render a fully 3D audience, like wrestling games of the day, or like Mario Kart 64, you'd have like a bunch of 2D characters in the stands of like stuff like Luigi Raceway and stuff like that. Like it's like that. I don't actually know how much you fight at one time. I think but I mean, there's a lot you can see. And this is why we level up a ton of times. So, you guys eat any good sandwiches lately?
I had a sandwich for dinner.
I ate the chicken teriyaki.
Nice.
And rice.
That sounds good.
So, not a sandwich.
But still delicious. Also, I apologize if the camera does some funky shit in this whole sequence, because, like, it's kind of tricky to aim the camera, and a lot of the time when I'm using the rising sun reaction command, in order to keep actually hitting a substantial amount of enemies, I need to reorient the camera while I'm in midair and trying to like continue the combo. So sometimes the camera likes to be a piece of shit. I suppose it could be worse though. It could be Kingdom Hearts 1's camera. That is substantially worse.
It could
than
be
this game's camera.
Birth by Sleep's camera.
You play Birth by Sleep?
No. But I'm just saying it could be that camera.
It could also be Birth by Sleep's camera. Birth by Sleep is a little zoomed in because it's a PSP game as well.
So then let's get zoomy.
I like how for the surveillance robot Heartless, Sora, like for the reaction command, just jumps up, grabs one, and then just like starts pointing him around in a circle.
Are we there yet?
Almost. We got 750. We're 25% to the end. We're 75% there. That's what I meant to say. I'll admit, I used to like keep save files, like when I would like do like tons of saves for like random parts of the game I liked to replay. I used to have a save like specifically for this segment with the 1000 Heartless, but then I realized like, it's just a big mob. Like it's not that interesting. Like the idea behind it's cool. It's like Sora's single-handedly taking on an army of Heartless during a big climactic part of the game, but like mechanically it does kind of overstay its welcome just a bit. Just a little bit.
What if every Heartless you killed counted for like 20 Heartless instead?
That would be better. I will say the final mix version, just because you have access to limit form, gives you the chance to actually switch things up a bit. In base Kingdom Hearts 2, this segment's kind of ass because you don't have that flexibility, if I'm being completely honest. Which is, I keep comparing the base game and final mix as if anyone's playing on the PS2 besides speedrunners anymore, but it's a good thing that they made these collections that are so much more widely available because they are definitely the best way to play. I think at this point all of the Heartless are inside of the actual fighting arena now. Sparkle Ray sounds like a... I was gonna say, Sparkle Ray kind of sounds like a power-up from a Kirby game.
Are you sure it isn't?
You know, I might be making an assumption that it isn't, but it's possible that it is, and now you've got me thinking. I tried to use as much different stuff as I could. I used like fire magic, I've used limit forms, different limit attacks, I've used a bunch of regular Sora's stuff. I tried to make it at least visually interesting in some form, but there's only so much you can do with 1,000 of these guys, and they're like, if it was like a bunch of different types of Heartless, that'd be kind of cool, but it's literally just 2 different kinds of Heartless.
Did you try a gun?
I don't need the Keyblade. I have a better weapon. This gun I found. I love that meme.
Fucking Glock. Oh, he died.
Come on.
Wait a minute, that's the spot where Sephiroth stands. How dare you stand where he stood?
Xehanort!
How long has it been since I abandoned that name?
I don't know, 2 weeks?
10, 15 minutes.
Where's Riku?
I know nothing of any Kairi. As for Riku, perhaps you should ask your king.
I killed him.
The secret is Mickey knows where Riku is, but he doesn't want to tell Sora because he doesn't think Sora can handle it.
So we ran off to join the organization.
No.
He's in
It's
the
more like
Shadow Realm.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's more like Riku's kind of like escaping the realm of darkness. So
No, I meant Mickey, because he jumped into the portal with Xehanort.
oh, yeah.
Instead of, like, telling fucking Sora that Riku's at the convenience store getting ciggies, he's just, you know, going to join Organization 13.
Oh my god, it's another pretty boy.
How many pretty boy are in this fucking game?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a setup by Organization 13. Xemnas is using you to destroy the Heartless. That's his big master plan.
Organization 13?
He's their leader.
Psycho Mantis.
Got it memorized?
Weren't we in Tron World like 25 minutes ago?
Something like that.
Not okay. We're further into this video than I thought.
Yeah, we were 40 minutes into
Weren't
this
we in
video.
Tron video? Weren't we in Tron World like last part?
Every
Yes.
Heartless slain with that Keyblade releases a captive heart. That is what the organization is after.
So yeah, plot twist. Sora killing the Heartless is actually helping the bad guys.
Not telling.
Oof.
You're the one who kidnapped Kairi.
Bingo. The name's Axel. Got it memorized?
Xehanort.
Stop saying that.
Got it. His name's Xehanort.
Please, just tell me.
Look, about Kairi, I'm sorry.
Axel.
Yeah.
We'll ensure he receives the maximum punishment.
I don't care about any of that. Just let me into the realm of darkness, okay?
If it's Kairi you're worried about, don't. We're taking very good care of her.
She's in a rhythm game now.
Is she that important to you?
Yeah, more than anything.
Show me how important.
He has given up his pride.
So you
You can go back to Pride Rock and find it.
In that case, the answer's no.
You run!
Are you angry? Do you hate me? Then take
So weird how even in like this part of the game, they're still just randomly switching between fully animated mouth movement and mouth flaps.
Pitiful Heartless, mindlessly collecting hearts. And yet, they know not the true power of what they hold. The rage of the Keyblade releases those hearts. They gather in darkness, masterless and free, until they weave together to make Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god.
When that time comes,
He
we
said
can
the
truly
thing.
Finally exist.
What in the world do you think you're prattling on about?
Is that Maleficent?
Yes.
Maleficent, what the fuck are you doing here?
I'm the real
You're
boss.
Miss Maleficent, you're not relevant. Get out of here. Bring out the real final boss. Pete.
Kingdom Hearts must be my dominion.
Maleficent, no! No more Heartless!
Only Heartless.
Take orders from you.
They really just gave Sora like the fucking generic mouth flaps for some parts of this cutscene.
No, no more Heartless. I like how they're just like snapping their fingers and just making stuff appear and then overriding each other. Like, What is the point
It's like,
of all this?
It's like kids on the playground, like, doing pretend fights.
Yeah.
And it's like, I slash you with my flame sword. Nuh-uh, I have a flame sword invincible shield.
You devise a way to vanquish them forever.
Maleficent.
Do not misunderstand me. I shall have my revenge on you yet.
This is like a quote-unquote heroic sacrifice on the same level as fucking Nico from Arc Rise Fantasia.
Oh, don't be mean to Nico.
Oh my god.
Where, like, it just happened, and it was supposed to be, like, this big tear-jerky moment, and it's just
But, like, nobody
oh,
cares.
He's dead. Lennon, did you just say don't be mean to Nico?
Yeah, when you compare it to a character from Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, Maleficent actually isn't dead. She just was stalling.
Well, yeah.
With whoever's the strongest.
Once again, they're not allowed to kill off their Disney characters.
Catch the heart.
Yes, Sora. Extract more hearts.
His face kind of froze there at the end.
Yeah.
No. The hearts.
I could swear some of these animations are suffering mostly from the jump to 60 FPS because I don't remember all this weird cuts in between scenes happening on the PS3, which ran in 30, and I'm pretty sure the original PS2 version was also in 30. I've heard that there was quite a lot of weird stuff that happens because of the 60 FPS jump, and there's a lot of minor stuff, and there was some major stuff. They patched the major stuff, but it seems a lot of the minor stuff must have slipped in. I could also be talking out my ass. This could be something that was also there all along, and I'm just noticing it now because 60 FPS makes things a little bit more visible and, 1080p HD and stuff, but,
Those three aren't going to that easily.
I don't know.
The Keyblade's chosen one. He's a lucky kid.
Maybe if I'm bored one day, I'll boot up my copy on the PS3 and see if the cutscenes are different.
See you soon.
See you later, cowboy.
Sora knows the truth now. The more Heartless that he defeats, the closer he is to becoming our perfect puppet. This new knowledge will make him that much harder to control.
What does it matter, really? Whatever his circumstances, Sora has never been able to help himself from saving people from the Heartless. It's what his pure little heart wants.
I am almost positive this cutscene was in the original
dice have been
game.
cast. Things are in motion. He can't stop this.
Nothing is set in stone. If the dice aren't in your favor, it will share Demyx's fate.
The fun is in not knowing, isn't it? What is the point of betting on something if you already know the outcome?
Are you sure that defeating him won't derail the organization's plan?
If he is to die so easily, he is of no use to us.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. It's not in my nature to hold back.
I guess sometimes help comes from unexpected places.
Sure does.
This is basically the opening of the second act of the game, so after this cutscene and starting the next part, we'll actually be revisiting old worlds.
Maybe everything we've done, maybe it was all for nothing. What am I supposed to do if I can't use the Keyblade?
Use your gun!
Trusted to do anything.
Huh?
Is it really that hard to get through your thick skull? Just use your Glock.
Oh man, who turned off the budget?
That was me.
It was Pete.
What's this place?
It must be the realm of darkness.
You mean the Shadow Realm?
Yeah. Future games will contradict the visuals of the Realm of Darkness because there's actually stuff in the Realm of Darkness. It's not just, void of nothing.
Are you sure you want to open that?
I call bullshit. How is that ice cream still intact?
That's not the embarrassing photo of SpongeBob at the Christmas party.
Gorge, it's the gang from Twilight Town. There's Hayner, Pence, Olette, and,
Sora.
Dog Street.
No.
Remember when you guys called him dog shit for
Yes.
the beginning of the game?
God, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
Salty, no, sweet.
By the way, the fucking sea salt ice cream is the key to Hollow Bastion.
Oh, okay.
What the
Okay.
I've seen this scene like 8 times and it just becomes more nonsensical. Like the key to the worlds are supposed to be like something with like permanence and meaning, and like the sea salt ice cream has the latter, but there's no there's no way this ice cream should literally exist. It should have melted by now.
Well, maybe because time doesn't pass in the Shadow Realm?
No, but the funny thing is like, we have that sea salt ice cream popsicle as a key item for the rest of the game.
Hell yeah.
No matter where we go.
It's magic ice cream. It never melts. Just like never melt ice.
Riku?
Have Donald hold it for a 10% boost to his ice magic.
Hey, what if the Heartless are back again? I can't use the Keyblade. That would only help the organization.
But Sora, I think you have to use it. If we don't fight them, the Heartless will keep on hurting folks.
So yeah, that was kind of a lot. We're going to see you next time when we start revisiting some of the worlds and take on the organization members who are going to be causing all sorts of mischief there.
Oh boy.